How's it going, you misfits, and welcome back to the channel. So if you're new around here, you're not going to know what I do, but my name's Curtis and I do crazy creative builds on Fallout, Ark, Fortnite, and I figured I'd give Far Cry a try. So I'm going to eventually make my own levels, but my main goal is to teach you guys how to build cool assets for your own levels, mainly focusing on buildings that you can enter because there's not enough of them in the game. So hit that subscribe button and hit the notification bell because apparently YouTube doesn't notify you unless you hit the bell. Cheers, YouTube. Okay, so let's get started. So there's quite a few things I want to go over and talk about with you guys in this video. The main one being that the floor piece that I use as the starter floor is the 32 times piece, which is the biggest one that you can make. If you add texture to it, for some reason it goes into like robot seizure mode and it just doesn't act normal. So don't texture it for the moment until that gets fixed. I'm not sure why, but yeah, it does. But this takes up a whole blue grid piece. Best starter floor that you can get. It's the biggest one. We're not going to use it for the upper levels though at all because you're going to need to make your own floors for that. So once you got it down and you got it level, you want to start adding some walls. Now consider this a template, this apartment. It's a template for you guys. If you want the walls to be higher, use higher walls. If you want them to be longer, you know, use longer walls. Overall, it'd be easier to use the longer walls, but you can't start like manipulating the smaller wall, like you can't manipulate them like you can with the smaller walls, like adding in the doors that you're going to want to add and the windows and all that kind of stuff. So manipulating the larger walls is a lot harder, so it's best just to have the smaller walls. Sure, it takes up a bit more room and a bit more resources in terms of like what you can build in the level, but overall it's generally worth it. So once you got that down, just start adding more walls, copy and paste. Brilliant trick, copy and paste, and once you've got a full wall that looks exactly like this and you've lined it up nicely, it won't be perfect, by the way guys, just to let you know. I didn't rush this, but I didn't like make it perfect. Anyone who knows me and my videos, I'm quite anal about like aesthetics and stuff. I like it looking perfect, but I've noticed in Far Cry it's very hard to get it like really perfect. So there's going to be some oddities here and there and bits that are poking out. That's going to be expected, so just bear with me on that. But I'm going to build some crazy stuff soon that you guys are going to see. This is another thing worth mentioning. I did another layer of walls behind the original layer, so as you can see, oh, and also look at the floor. As I go in and out, look at the floor, it goes all seizure mode. But I built two layers of walls because the outside is going to have the stone and the inside you can start colouring with a different pattern. That way you don't have the stone look on the inside. This is if you want like pure aesthetic sort of building, that kind of thing. So that's worth noting, okay? So once you got your four walls down though, it's time to basically copy and paste. So the way you copy and paste in this game, it's best to highlight everything, and once it's all like a dark brown colour, that's everything that you got selected. Click the copy to clipboard, because I've tried Control C. I don't know what the controls are like on the console, but when you Control C, it's just yeah, it doesn't work. Sometimes you end up pasting the wrong things. So we've put that up, we've made it as level as we can and lined it up perfectly. It's time to add some stairs. Once we've added the stairs, we can then delete the massive floor because we don't need this anymore. This is one piece that I used earlier. I believe this is 16 wide. So basically just use the biggest piece that you can without using the 32. Again, if you use the smaller flooring, you can actually get it lined up a lot more better. I use the bigger ones just to get it sort of out of the way and get it done. And to be fair, I did quite a good job of it, so it's not too bad. But like I was saying though guys, once you're building the floor, just line it all up as best you can. But with regards to what I was saying earlier of me building crazy builds, anyone that knows my content, if you haven't watched my content before, like on Fallout and Ark, I build some crazy shit sometimes. So when I say I'm going to build something epic, especially on this game, like I do in Ark and Fallout, like, you know, shit's about to go down because I will build something crazy. So definitely stick around guys and subscribe because I am going to be building some crazy stuff on this game. Now one thing that I am going to do though, like I said, I'm going to focus on assets. I'm not going to focus on building actual levels. I will build levels, but I'm going to focus on assets, so building things that you guys can then follow along and build for your own levels, all that good stuff, because I would rather do that for you guys. I'd rather help you guys out and then go, oh, here's a level playlist, because everyone's building levels, and sure, I could build unique stuff, which I'm going to, but I'd just rather help you guys. I'm more interested in doing stuff like this. This is my sort of thing, like helping you guys out and building crazy stuff. So instead of doing it as a level, I'd rather just build assets. So now we've got the stairs going up, we've got the floor down, it's time to build the wall. I'll show you what the overall upper floor is going to look like eventually. And also worth noting, you're probably thinking, why aren't I texturing the stuff already at the moment? Now, when you're using generic shapes in this game, it's the tab that you're using to build this stuff from, you'll see like all the lines, it's like a grid. The stuff's got grids on it already. Now, I like using these lines to line things up perfectly, and it helps. So if you texture it already, it's it's basically going to be a pain in the ass when it comes to lining things up. I mean, it's not, you can judge it by eye, sure, but with the lines it makes it a lot easier to line stuff up. So now when you're building the upper floor as well, the platform isn't as long as the bottom stairs. I don't know why. I don't know if I've used the wrong stairs or not. It doesn't bother me because I'm just going to block it off anyways. Like when you see car parks with the stairs on the outside, they've always got like a gap that you can kind of look over. So I was like, yeah, we'll just go with that. That works. So we're doing that instead. Now I built this pretty high. I don't know what the limitations are going to be on your consoles and on other people's rigs. Now, I've got quite a good computer. It's pretty beastie. But I must admit, like, there were times when I was like, oh, is it struggling a little bit here? So I might have built it a bit too high. But it should be doable, and there's going to be, like, ways around it. And sure, I think it's just because of the amount that I've built and on top of each other as well. I built it a bit too high. I think there's, like, 8 or 10 floors in total. You're not going to need one that tall, but you want to use this hotel or apartment building as like a hostage situation, assault, siege, all that kind of stuff. So it'd be worth doing that for your level, basically. So once you've done that, copy and paste the wall that you used to block off the stairs upstairs and put it downstairs as well, because you're going to concrete it all up and make it look concrete and block it all off completely. So it looks like an independent stairway, which is awesome. That's what you want to go for. And that's pretty much what it's going to look like. And you start giving it the cracked concrete look, because we've built it now. We don't need to manipulate it anymore. We don't need to move it anymore. You built it, so now you can texture it. You don't need to worry. You don't need the grids. Now it's time to build the rooms. Now the rooms that I built, again, it's not going to be perfect. I built 4 rooms, and what I did was I built one room, copy and pasted that across, copied both rooms together and pasted it on the other side. Now I didn't add extras to it. I didn't put assets in there. I'll leave that down to you guys and your creativity. And if you do that, send me a picture, send me a video with it all fleshed out with all your assets in there and whatnot. I'd love to see what you guys can do with this. It'd be awesome to see. I really do like seeing what you guys come out with the stuff that I've shown you how to build. So when you're building the level, I was about to say, when you're building the rooms, you can add extras in there like a toilet, a bedroom, all that kind of stuff. It's big enough to do that, right? So it is big enough. It's up to you if you want to do that. I'm going to show you after what you can do with like some rooms. I'm going to add a couple of like little rooms in here and there just to show you that there is room to do that. It's completely up to you. So like I said though, if you do it, show me. I'd love to see it. So what I'm doing here is I realized that the floor was actually quite big, so what I'm going to do is extend the rooms by a bit more. So just copy and paste again and delete the walls between them. You can keep those walls in if you want, because that could be the bedroom wall if you wanted, just being lazy there. But I'm going to get rid of them because I just want some big open rooms for now. And then what I'll show you to do next is on the opposite side, I'll show you how to build a little room for yourself. So what you do here, add a doorway, move this wall along. There you go, there's a little bathroom if you want. And then you can add one across and then you've got a bedroom. So, it's easy like that. You got the room. That's what I'm saying. You've got the room to do that. So with it coloured, this is pretty much what it looks like so far. So there we go. We've got the room done. So now we're just going to add some windows. Windows are the final piece, because what we're going to do, we're going to add the windows in. Colour the windows so they're concrete or cinder block just like the outside. Once we've done that, we're going to copy and paste the entire floor, drag it away, because you don't want to copy and paste it directly on top of this. We're going to drag it away, paste it elsewhere. We're going to copy that and paste it and then put that on top of each other, and then we're going to go from there. So we've got it all selected. So we're going to copy to clipboard, because, Control C and Control V just doesn't want to work sometimes. So we'll make sure all the stairs are selected. Not the bottom stairs, though. The final bottom stairs. You don't want that selected. We want the wall, though, because that's going to carry on. So everything's selected. All looking good. The colour scheme I used is questionable, but, I just wanted to show you guys the room. So there we go. That's it pasted right there. So what we're going to do is we're going to make sure everything's in, because if not, then we're going to have to add bits in and manipulate stuff. So far, I think it looks alright. I think everything's in there. So everything's selected again. We're going to copy and paste, and then we're going to move this one up. So I did do one earlier. I think the recording clipped out a bit there. Sorry about that. But yeah. So once you got that, all you're going to want to do is line it up again, make sure it's in line as best as can be. And you're not going to get it 100% perfect, but as long as it looks alright. So copy and paste it a few times, that's how big it can get. So all you do is you copy and paste 2 or 3 times, and then it's 3 or 4 layers, and then you just select all 4 layers and copy and paste that, and it'll paste 4 more layers, and then, and you can build bigger. So the more you do, the more you can copy and paste, basically. And then we're going to add this on top of the original building. Once it, yeah, let's make sure it's in there. Oh, and that was a light that I added earlier. I tried messing around with the light effects. I need to look into this a lot more because it's not my strong point with assets. I'm still kind of getting used to it. So I'll look into that and I'll come back with like a tutorial and guide about that kind of stuff in the future. But yeah, line it up. Nice and perfect. That looks alright. And now we're going to build the roof. Because we're going to want like a little building leading up to the roof, you know, just add an enemy up there later on or whatnot. Now you can use railings and other assets to block off the top so you can't just, you know, fall off the top of the building. I didn't do that. Again, it's just a template for you guys. What you want to do with this is completely up to you. I'm just showing you how to build the shell, so to speak. So it's a building you can enter. There's nothing in there. You've got rooms, you've got stairs. There's a bit of colour with, you know, the texturing of the rooms and the carpet and stuff, and the roof and the outside. It's then down to you guys how you want to like effectively use that for your levels. And to be fair, if you're going to use it for a level, I personally, unless it's going to be like some sort of like, I don't know, maybe you're going for a Rainbow Six Siege level, I would personally have it smaller, maybe say like 5 to 6 floors. You don't want what I've done, like 10 to 15 floors, because it's quite big and it might limit what you can do. And again, I don't know what the limitations are on consoles. It could be a lot less. I'm not trying to, you know, slate consoles. It's just, that's just how it is. It was like that in Fallout as well. But basically, show me what you can do. You know, this is the shell. I've shown you how to do it. Now show me what you can do with it. And then I'm not going to put anything on the outside, you know, adding like a cityscape background or anything, you know. Again, I'll let you guys do that, but let's have a little wander around on the inside and I'll just show you how big it actually is. So it's pretty big, as you can see. I haven't textured that yet. I didn't do the bottom for some reason because I just wanted to show you like the grid levels and stuff. And the bottom floor, again, I took the texture out of that completely because it started warping and all that kind of stuff. It did my head in. It was like actually annoying me. Like, it was giving me like a bit of a headache seeing it. It was like battling seizure robots from The Simpsons or something. So yeah, not going for that. And this is the stairs, is what I'm on about. There's like a gap, so if you're playing like a team deathmatch, you can chuck a grenade down, so it can have like some sort of tactical, that's not even a word. You can have some sort of tactical play there, so you drop a grenade down, kill someone that's running upstairs, all that kind of stuff. But it is pretty big. It's a bit too big, if you ask me. I've made it too big, but I wanted to show you like what I could sort of do in a short amount of time. It didn't actually take me too long to build this. I do want to build some sort of crazy skyscraper. I want to start building buildings with, you know, like protruding like windows, for example. When you see on like modern apartments, you got like the windows and balconies that protrude from the actual building. I want to do stuff like that. So that all that kind of stuff is coming. So if you want to support like my Far Cry content, and if you like it, guys, like seriously, hit that subscribe button, hit the like button, hit the notification bell so I can see that you guys do actually want to see more of this. It would be handy to know, all that kind of stuff. And like I said, I do Fallout and art content, so if you're into those games as well, check out my content for that. But thanks for watching though, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. Leave me a comment in the comment section and let me know what you think. I'll catch you on the next video. Peace.